Hey there, hi there, ho there, everybody. This is the Two Tired Dudes podcast. Unfortunately, we were unable to get our guest on this week, but Fundead and myself are going to be discussing our favorite video game systems, ideas for upcoming episodes in our show, and of course, a few random topics. We thank you guys so much each week for tuning in. We can see that the numbers are growing, and we really appreciate that kind of support. And without further ado, here's your show. This is the Two Tired Dudes podcast. I am, of course, joined with lovely Fundead.
I
We're
wouldn't go
both
that
tired as
far.
funk. Cause well, we're both tired as funk, you know what I mean?
Oh, dude.
um,
Yeah.
it's been a long day for the both of us, but we love doing this. That's why we're here. Fundead, you want to kick us off, buddy? How's your week been? What have you been up to?
You really want me to go there? I'm a
Yeah.
mechanic, my guy. Every week is a shitty week. No matter what you do in this industry, no matter how fast you think you are always going to be slower than what other people expect you to be. So, every time, like, you get on a car, you're expected to check it out, right? And
Yep.
do it in about mm, 18, 20 minutes, somewhere in there. And also get like an oil change done at while you're checking it out and everything else like that too in that 20 minutes. Um,
Yeah, I know they
but
have high expectations, for you guys.
oh yeah. But see, here's the thing: whenever you go through and check a car, it's going to take you a few minutes if you want to make sure and actually check like in depth with everything and how things work and if it's all steady and safe to drive even. Because there's so many components just on the wheels alone. It's insane. There's sway bars, tie rods, uh, like U joints, ball bearings, all that kind of shit. Then you got to go to the brakes, the tire tread depth, the tire pressure, and just getting all four tire pressure can take you about a minute or two, depending on what you're using.
I get you. It's not like you guys are just doing one thing, like you said, you're doing multiple things at once. Like that's
Yeah,
a lot of pressure.
and the really shitty part is that I got to make a video of all my findings, good or bad.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yep. So therefore, the customer after we do the video, the customer, right?
Yeah.
They get the video, and then they're able to make a decision on if they want to replace it or if they just want to keep it and just move on. So
It's kind of different.
it's kind of nice actually because
Yeah.
whenever I was working at
Like
Jiffy
it's
Lube, I would literally have to try to sell a fresh, clean air filter, no matter what. It sucked.
like that's what they pressured you guys to do?
That's what they told us to do.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It wasn't pressuring. It was like, you do this or you're not working here.
Yeah. So yeah, they're pressuring you into doing sales.
It's like, what the fuck ever,
Um
dude. Go sit on a pine cone.
how about gaming wise? Have you got a chance to do some games?
Um, I did do a short 30-minute stream just
Oh,
because
nice.
I'm just like, fuck it. I want to do something at least. So I turned on the stream. The stream, and every time I do stream this game, it is going to have zero audio. Nothing.
Okay.
I'm not going to be talking. You're only going to be able to hear the game and watch the game. And that game is going to be
Okay.
Fortnite.
Oh.
And the reason why I do that is because whenever I play, I get really irritated with like the glitching and everything else. It gets just really bad. So I'm just like, yeah, I don't think I should do the whole voice thing with this game.
I get you. You think you're gonna say some things you shouldn't say?
Yep. And I'm like, is it really being worth? Is it really being cancel worthy? I don't know.
I mean, that's a pretty respectable decision. I get you, buddy. There's some games too that really piss me off.
Yeah. But other than that, played Fortnite. Played Fortnite. I pretty much binged Fortnite. And I've
Yeah,
got
did you get
it
pretty far in the battle pass or what?
kinda. I don't exactly do missions. I literally just play the game just to play the game. I'm there to have
Okay.
fun. I'm there just to irritate the hell out of little kids and shit like that. It's more
I
fun that
guess
way.
you didn't get a chance to play with Mom though, eh?
No, I actually a few times here and there I was able to play with her, but I mean it's kind of an off and on deal. We play maybe like 2 games, or by the time I get on, her game's already starting to lag like profusely. But
Yeah.
tonight there was an update, so hopefully they are fixing the issues. I already have the update going and running, and hopefully it'll be done, and then hopefully they've fixed a few issues.
Well, for her too, I think it's the Xbox. Like she said, it's kind of slowly crapping out.
So I mean, yeah, but at the same time, what I don't think what a lot of people don't understand about Unreal Engine 5 is that it's not made for consoles. It is made for computers. Consoles are not meant to run it. That's why there's nothing out there that runs like Unreal Engine 5.
Oh,
The
okay.
4K graphics are not meant for consoles. They cannot run it. Their graphic cards aren't that great. You can't just take a graphics card from like an Xbox, specifically like Xbox. PlayStation, they have like that Unreal Engine 5 game for God of War, and a few other ones that just came out. Like they have that, they have the shading, they have the graphics and everything. It's just Xbox. Their graphic cards are not meant for it. That's why Call of Duty made it to where there is a X/S version of the game
Okay.
instead of just Xbox S and Xbox X. Like the older models versus the newer models. And some games actually have you update and upgrade the graphics to the Xbox One S and Xbox X and S.
I was gonna say, yeah, our mom made a comment on there too, saying, yeah, it's slowly starting to die. And a little hello.
I mean, yeah, I, the old one that we have, me and my fiance, it's also starting to die. So
I'm surprised my 360 is still kicking around, to be honest with you. I thought that'd be dying at this point.
it's pretty insane just because of the fact that a lot of that is starting to die off. I've noticed the older consoles are starting to go bad, and it's not that it's like people don't take care of it. It's more of they can't take care of it. We don't have the parts anymore to replace a lot of the stuff that we have for the consoles from back then.
That's true. I get that.
Like if your power cord for like the Genesis or even like a charging cord for like a Game Boy, like I was saying, guys, it's hard as hell to find.
Yeah.
Like you're going to have to go through like a third party, or you're going to have to go through just months of research and trying to find one.
Yeah. Even like you said, like of GameStop and stores like that, like you're gonna pay quite a bit if you if you want those cords.
Yeah, just because they're that rare. Nobody has them
Yeah.
anymore. Because for some unknown reason, instead of giving the console back to a store to where they can resell it, people throw away those consoles.
I know. That blows me away that people do that. So bizarre. Like why? I mean, if you don't want it, right? Like, why throw it out? Like I sort of understand that concept of throwing it out.
Yeah, I can't understand that either.
So, buddy, anything else though? Did you get to watch any shows or movies or anything else you wanted to share with the folks?
I've actually been watching a little bit of One Piece with the
Nice.
fiance. I am on episode like 123 or something, some shit like that.
Not
So,
bad. That's a pretty good show.
but I've gotten a new toolbox.
Did you?
I did. I mean, don't tell this to my fiance, but it's about a $3,000 balance on my tool cart. But I mean, yeah. And,
Holy
and then
moly.
I bought two new tools that cost me $395. But we're not gonna go into that.
He's enjoying life right now. That's all it is.
Exactly. But shh, don't you
Yeah,
dare
it's
rat
all,
me
it's
out.
all hush hush. Yeah, I don't know. Me, I haven't really done too much. Just work's been taking me out. We've been watching The Simpsons, with Cheyenne and Family Guy and Bob's Burgers. Like, pretty much just watched all the same stuff over and over again. I'm terrible for that. Um, and then gaming wise, yeah, I played. Let's see, Thursday last week. I played Lies of Astaroth. It's some TCG game, turn-based card play. It was pretty fun. I enjoyed my time with it. And then Friday I played Morrowind. That was really fun. Um, got
There we
pretty
go.
far in that actually. I was kind of surprised how far I got in 6 hours. Um, yeah, and then Monday night we did Halo. Oh yeah, we fucking Jimmy and me. Shout out to that boy. We finally finished the end of the Halo saga. We got Halo 1 out of the way, so we're gonna go into Halo 2 next.
Ooh, there you go.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, so that's my week. I was gonna say I don't know if it's true because I did not look it up just yet, but one of my coworkers was talking to me about the game show award and Fundead. Apparently, we guessed it wrong.
We
Our
did.
guess
I
did not
actually
stick.
fucking watched it, man. I watched it and I saw that Elden Ring won, and I'm like,
I know
yeah, they
when he
deserve
told
it.
me that I was like,
They deserve it.
shit. They
Whatever,
do
they
like
deserve it.
totally.
But
But
at
I
the
was just
same
I was
time, you want to know something crazy?
what's that?
God of War got 5 other awards.
Ooh, baby.
Elden Ring only got, I think, one of those awards out of the whole stack.
Just we were so confident too.
Okay, I was irritated. I'm like, you motherfuckers, whatever, fuck off. And then I looked at it. I'm like, well, no, the graphics pretty much outbeat God of War, and that's the only award that they ever got. Was
Yeah,
the
what
graphics, like the
I
picture
didn't
of it?
watch it
It's insane.
personally. Like I wasn't watching the game show awards myself, but I was listening to another podcast, the Super Show. They were just kind of going over the highlights and stuff, and yeah, even some of the new games they were talking about that are coming out sound pretty exciting.
Mm-hmm. Like that
Was
new
it
Legend
Hades
of
2? That
Zelda.
was a big one. Yeah, yeah, the new Legend of Zelda.
They got an award for the most anticipated game.
Wow, really?
Yep.
And I didn't try the first one, but I know it was a pretty big game for a lot of people. But Death Stranding too
Mm-hmm.
should be a pretty big launch.
So I actually watched this trailer on YouTube, right?
Yeah,
I didn't play the first one. I'm like, that looks really fucking cool.
yeah, it's a really different game. Like whenever you hear someone describe it, it's like, wow. I feel like I'd want to play that, but it'd be like Red Dead 2 for me or Dying Light for you. You know, like one of those games you have to
Uh-huh.
clock in a lot of hours. You gotta commit if you're playing that.
Yeah, right? I'm like, do I want to commit all those hours?
Yeah. Am I gonna get my fun out of this? um, yeah. So anyway, the topic of discussion, and then could open the floor up after that. Was Funded. I asked you earlier in the week, what your favorite console was, and just wanted to know hear your justifications on it.
You're gonna hate me.
Never, never.
Are you sure?
Oh yeah,
I
100%.
refuse to answer.
Hey! What is this? What is this?
Because no matter what I choose, either PlayStation, right? Oh, by the way, I'm not Team Xbox, Team PlayStation, Team Computer. I'm a fucking mixture of all of it. I love all of them. But I have to choose. If I had to choose like a top one, it has to be computer, just because there's more shit to do on that.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, also, Spore. But not getting into that topic again. But yeah, it's the only fucking thing that has Spore. Of course, I'm gonna choose it.
So is that like your main reason, like why you like PC more, or is like there any like
You're able,
sentimental reasons that are
so
attached to it, or?
you're able to upgrade a computer. You're not able to upgrade an Xbox. To upgrade an Xbox, you have to buy a completely new one.
True.
For a computer, a new graphics card came out. Ooh, is it good? And then you test it out, see if it works, all that kind of stuff.
I get that. Like I do. I know like a lot of people that say PC is better than console. Like that's usually the main point of the argument, right? Just like for a console player, the main point of the argument is, oh, I just like sitting down by a TV with a controller in my hands. Like,
Right?
um, all right, yeah. I, I,
Yeah, I
I
mean,
honestly thought you were gonna throw out like a retro system or something at first.
oh well, if you want to go into retro stuff, I thought we were talking about like recent shit. I didn't know you were talking about
Oh
like
no
of
no
all
no! Like when
time.
I say consoles, I mean like you could go from your first one all the way to the current. Like whatever one has really, made an impact in your life and you've enjoyed the most.
The PlayStation.
There we go. Okay, that's what I was kind of expecting the first time
The
around.
PlayStation 1.
Yep.
Because
So I mean, for
those.
those that
So they're. Because. Didn't they have the cartridge ones at some point? What was the one that had the
like
cartridge?
cartridge,
Fuck.
yeah, I think that's when Nintendo right was talking about making a console with PlayStation
Yeah,
because
yeah.
that was a
So,
thing almost at one point.
yeah. There was. Fuck, I can't remember the name of the actual console that used the cartridges. They had to blow the dust out of and shit.
Oh god, yeah, like any fucking N64 game that was like your
Oh,
life,
dude,
or a
yeah.
regular Nintendo
And
game.
yeah, okay, so it's a tie between that one, right? And the PlayStation. Just because blown out cartridges and getting a head high from the dust is fantastic. Happened every fucking time because as soon as you blew in any sort of direction at any sort of power, you're gonna get a mouthful of dust.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And then like the PlayStation, and it's like the games that was on the PlayStation. It was whenever games were simplistic and easy and fun, or there was those games where it was like difficult but fun, and it was the original ideas. Now it games that are like Halo and Call of Duty and stuff like that, like the big name brands that everybody knows about. It's all a rinse and repeat at this point.
It's fair. I know, yeah, a lot of the games are similar way. Like if you're an FPS or for example, right, like obviously you know how that's gonna go down. If you're an RPG, you have an idea of those basic functions.
Right?
At the end, so what is it then? Sorry, is it PlayStation that topples over the PC then for you,
Yeah,
or the other way
for
around?
sure. No,
Oh yeah.
PlayStation all the way. Because I actually have some old PlayStation CDs I just refuse to get rid of. Because so there is a game that is called Ape Escape. If you know what that game is.
Yes, I do. That's a great game.
Yes. So glad somebody else knows what the fuck that game is. I thought it was just a nut job chasing monkeys for no reason.
No way. And they had it on the PSP too. It was good.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Shit was fun, that's for sure. But what about you?
So yeah, I mean, my choice is pretty obvious. If anyone's ever gotten to know me, it's a Dreamcast. I love the Dreamcast. I never ever stopped praising it. Like, it's a goddamn shame that Sega's not around anymore. I love it for so many reasons. I have fantastic memories going through most of those games. I love the fact that the memory card was a mini Game Boy. It was like in the PlayStation, you could play music for sure on like your PS1 or PS2. But just Dreamcast kind of took it to the next level, right? Like they let you put that music into different games that you were playing. You could have your own like music files on your Sega Dreamcast. There was oh gosh, they had so many different accessories, right, that went along with it. Like I remember the microphone to talk to the seaman. Like it was fucking like just the weirdest shit. Plus, there's just so many good games like Shamu, Sonic Adventure. You know what I mean? Power Stone. Like oh, I had the best time with the Sega Dreamcast. PlayStation 2 is definitely like fucking neck to neck. Like it's literally the nostalgia of the Dreamcast. It just makes it go above a little bit higher on that scale. But definitely, yeah, it would be the Dreamcast and then the PS2 going head to head all the time. But that's mine. I love the Dreamcast. Did you ever
Such
own one, Fundead?
what, Dreamcast?
Yeah.
No,
Oh, that's a shame.
but I'll have to look into it.
I know. I still have to get my hands on one. I have all the games in one of those like huge ass CD albums, like the
Mm-hmm.
300 plus ones. But no Dreamcast to play them on yet.
Sad days.
Yeah, last time you were saying you wanted to branch out a little bit and not always do gaming. So I was curious, was there any topics you had in mind? I know
Yeah.
last time is music.
So this time it's going to be a little more hectic. Okay.
Oh, okay.
This time, let's talk about sports.
Oh, what? Shh. Okay. I know nothing about sports, but I'll give it a go.
Hey, so what if I told you there's a Sega Dreamcast console renewed for $269 on Amazon?
I mean, it's not a bad deal. Like Dreamcast is the harder one to get a hold of, in all honesty.
It's the console itself and a controller. I mean, if somebody were to get you this Dreamcast for Christmas, how would you feel?
I feel pretty gosh darn special.
All right, chat, you heard it. Let's make it happen. Just gets like 3 Dreamcasts in the mail the next day.
There you go.
Dude, do you know how many people would shit themselves just because they would see with the high demand of it, like out of nowhere? It's like, what the fuck?
Ever fun, Dad? Oh, whack of tools.
Don't leave me at my tools and my disposal. It'll happen. But so on the sports section,
Yeah.
what would be like your like if you okay, do you how many sports do you know?
Like honestly, none.
None?
I like if you want to count wrestling, that's about as far as it goes.
That's a sport.
Like I don't know. I never really got into sports. And
Do you
wrestling was
enjoy
all because of my mom.
Did you enjoy wrestling?
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. Like that was my childhood right then and there. The
Okay,
'90s,
so
whatever it is, the ruthless era, whatever they called it.
you would say that that would be your favorite sport?
Yeah, I threw out wrestling.
Okay, well that was my question. What is your favorite sport?
Oh, nice, nice, nice.
So I got my answer.
All right, buddy, let's hear.
So my favorite sport, right? It's a very uncommon one to have whenever you live in the United States because it's not as popular in the US as it is in like the European countries.
Okay.
And that would be rugby. I
Okay.
fucking love rugby. Love it. I fell in
Well,
love with rugby whenever I was little.
to
So,
say funny little fact, Cheyenne actually used to play rugby in high school.
goodness. I could imagine. I can just imagine. Yikes.
What is it though about rugby that like captures you though? Like when you're watching it, like
The
what do you enjoy
violence.
about the violence? Okay, fair
The
enough.
violence and how hard people actually just push and drive themselves, and why it's my favorite.
Yeah, yeah,
What? So the violence, yes, is a big one for me, just because fighting, MMA, all that kind of stuff, I'm always into. Like boxing is a good thing for me, and that's just because I had majorly bad anger issues,
yeah.
and I was doing karate whenever I was young, and it would help with my anger because it gave me an outlet. It gave me something to do. It trained me discipline and everything else. Um,
That's cool, my dude.
After that, I just started to seek out like what are other things that are like this. Like it can't just be this. So therefore, I looked at it and looked at different like fighting methods and stuff like that, and then I looked up different sports. And the first thing that came up, by the way, was football.
Okay.
I'm just like, really, football? I hate football. I don't like the concept of it. And then I
Oy.
looked a little more on the European side, and it was like football. I'm like, football is violent? I looked at a few clips. I'm like, damn, football is violent. Like soccer is a violent fucking sport.
Yeah, that's true.
Like those cleats are razor fucking sharp. You get nicked in the shin, your shin's gonna be bleeding for at least 30 minutes. But I looked a little deeper and then I saw rugby. I'm like, what the hell is that? So I look it up and I watch some of it. I'm like, wow, that's fucking cool. And the drive that you see from people that play the sport and the just the heart they have is nuts. Because once they get in or on that field, they are completely different. They could be the nicest person outside of that field, but as soon as they get into that field, they turn into an absolute monster. They're there to get the ball. They're there to get to the end zone. They're there to get points.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with you. Like, and I understand, like, it was an outlet for you, so like, it obviously helped you a lot. I was gonna say, do you find like all those sports, um, like helped you calm down, I guess would be the word, or helped
So
you
I wasn't
feel more relaxed?
so I wasn't able to do the other sports,
Yeah,
but I mean watching them, I was like,
yeah, even like watching them.
it brought me joy to watch it. Like it kind of like whenever like football season's going on and like the Super Bowl comes on and you see like the whole mass of people going to go watch it or watching it on their TV and cheering and everything else like that. That's how it made me feel. Like that's how it made me feel with the other sports.
No, it makes a lot of sense. I was gonna say, cause yeah, I used to have like ADD as a child, and I found video games for mine. Right, that's the one thing helped keep me calm and focused, and I think actually really helped me like stay focused throughout school. Like taught me some lessons, along the way. So yeah, I was just curious if sports impacted you as well that way.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, karate definitely taught me how to discipline myself, like take deep breaths, learn how to control everything that you do, learn what actions are appropriate to do at what time, and everything else like that.
It's funny. You like excelled in karate. I took karate and I had to fucking drop out because I couldn't hit the other guy. Like I remember they were like, okay, it's sparring time. I think it was like the fourth lesson in, and I was like, I can't hit him. Like he's a cool dude. I have no reason to hit him. But that
Right.
motherfucker had no problem hitting me back. Let me tell you. I got knocked down twice. I was like, okay, dude, I'm not fighting back.
So actually, yeah, I did actually excel in karate, and it was Kempo karate I did.
Oh,
And one
okay.
of the creators of, or one of the like curators or the masters that kept Kempo alive like the oldest one that there was, we had a meeting, like a little gathering with a few different schools, a few different dojos,
Yeah.
and with the masters and our senseis. Well, um, they were handing out awards, and the whole time I was thinking to myself, I'm like, nah, I ain't gonna get shit. I just started, like, maybe like 2 weeks ago. I'm not gonna get anything. Not happening. Just, it's not possible. And I, I'm sitting there with my grandmother and my grandfather, and I'm just waiting there for this thing to be over. I look at her and I say, "Do we even have to be here? Like, I'm not gonna get anything." And she's like, "Okay, we'll wait, like in the middle of it, and then if there's nothing to do, we'll get up and go. Whatever. It's just an award ceremony. We can get up and leave if we need to." And right before the halfway mark, they called my name for an award that you would literally not have thought I would have gotten at the age I was,
Okay.
and with my ADHD and everything else like that as well.
Would you ever get anybody?
And the reward, or the award, was the most disciplined.
Wow, way to go.
And
That's
uh,
pretty cool.
with all the contestants that were actually doing it, this was with
Yeah.
adults and kids. So
Wow.
I beat all the adults plus the kids.
Way to go, man. Yeah, that's awesome. That's a huge accomplishment, especially when you have ADHD.
And whenever they called me up, I got to shake the hands of every single master up there.
Aw, I bet that felt pretty good.
And the one that was the oldest, which this blew my mind because I'm like, I'm just a kid. Nobody's going to respect a kid like to the utmost. I'm not expecting a bow or anything else like that. You bow to your enemy before you spar to show respect, and you bow to your sensei to show respect, because it's just like respect your elders kind of thing.
Yeah.
This old man that was at least in his early 90s, late 80s, gets up out of his chair and bows to me.
Aw.
And just the sheer fact and shock from my face must have made all the other masters and senseis get up and do the same thing.
That's really sweet.
And all
Wow.
I could think through the whole process is, what the fuck? What is happening? Please don't whoop my ass. I don't think I can take you on. But after that, I had to drop out because
Oh, okay.
my grandmother wasn't able to take me do karate and also do work. So it was more it she had me choose. She's like, I can continue to take you, or we don't have to go. And that was probably the first decision that I made that made my grandmother realize, and my mom realize, and everybody around me realize that I am much more mature than they all thought. Because I told her, no, I don't want you to struggle with work, and I want to stay here and help you.
Oh, that's nice of you, my dude.
And after that, like literally maybe 3 months later, that whole dojo got closed down.
Really?
Yep.
What, like, do you know what happened, or?
Uh, it was money issue, and it was also um, just there wasn't a lot of people coming in. It was in a
That
really
makes
bad
sense.
spot.
Yeah,
But now he does taijutsu. That sensei
that's
teaches
pretty cool.
taijutsu. I'm like, God damn, that's a big jump. From defensive to offensive, that's a really big fucking jump.
So curious though, Funded. Like, if you had the opportunity, would you go back to it now to continue learning?
Fuck yeah, I would.
Yeah,
In a
that's wicked.
heartbeat. I enjoyed that so much. And I got to an orange belt with 2 stripes before I quit. No. Yes, because it goes like white, yellow, orange. And it goes green, blue, like purple, and then black.
Okay.
So I was green, blue, purple, and then black. I was 4 belts away becoming a black belt at the age of, how old was I? 8 or 9.
I say, I wonder, like your thoughts on it. How do you think it would be like adjusting into it now? Like, I'm just trying to think, like like as a
This
sport, like
I
just
wouldn't I wouldn't exactly be able to do the sparring
yeah, okay,
just because of my sheer strength and with how serious I get with sparring and practicing in general. I don't do like the whole like only use half of your strength or just a little of your strength. Remember, it's just a spar. Nah, fuck that. If I knock the wind out of the kid, he's not prepared for it. Fuck him.
yeah,
And I learned to do that because whenever I was younger and actually doing the sparring matches, whenever I was younger, everybody would aim for my fucking nose. My nose is broken, mind you. My nose
wow,
is
really?
completely fucking crooked. I'm able to breathe in through my nose, and my right nostril will close all the way up.
I'm surprised you allowed people to hit you in the nose.
Well, I let it happen, and then
Oh, oh,
the one time that it did happen, and it actually pissed me off because I knew it was on purpose. Because it was never an accident. Like you were just there. You were trying to actually like get points to end the sparring match to go to the next person.
okay.
The only time that he did it on purpose, and this was a kid that did it, and I was still a kid, and he just straight up squared up, punched me in the nose, backed up because I was holding my nose, and then I walked over to the fence. I looked at my grandmother, and my grandmother's like, "Just breathe, just breathe." I saw it too. Just breathe. I look at her, and she's like, "Never mind. Do what you gotta do." So I go back. I'm gonna just sucker punch the shit out of this kid in the gut. He doubles over pretty much like a fucking accordion, and the sensei has to grab his arms and hold him up just so the kid could breathe.
Holy crap.
And now you know why I don't fight people. Because I learned at a very young age that I can hurt people really bad. And it's because of 2 things. My high metabolism makes it to where I don't have very much fat. I don't.
Okay.
I think I do, but in all reality, I can still poke my stomach and feel my abs. Like through a really, really thin layer. And I stay at a steady, like 175, 180.
Yeah,
So
you're
about,
you're a pretty tall dude to begin with, so that makes sense.
I'm about 5'8".
Yeah, that's
Well,
not pretty
actually, I
decent.
think actually last time I checked, I was almost 5'8", 5'9", or 5'10". Can't remember. So I'm up there in height, and I'm only 180, and I am quick. So I'm like, yeah, if I got into it, I wouldn't be able to do the sparring matches. That's for sure. Huh. And that kind of
But you
takes
feel
the
like the
fun out of
moves
it.
and all that, would that just like come back to you so naturally? Like after being away from it for so
I
long?
still remember them now.
Wow, that's pretty fun.
I remember the whole star block situation, everything. Bear claw, all of it. Like everything I was taught, I still remember. Mind you, it wasn't a lot that he taught me just because it was still in the junior section. But after I think like the second sparring match, which was whenever like the kid punched me in the nose, like the
Yeah.
second day of that sparring, um, he's like, I need to talk to you after like this class. I'm like, okay, am I in trouble? He's like, no, you're not in trouble. So he takes me back, and he takes my grandmother back into the back office, and he's like, okay, so here are some pamphlets for some sparring gear that you guys can buy, and I want him to be in the next tournament. One, and two, he I'm having to move him up from the junior section to the adult section. He's too strong for the kids.
Jesus Christ, you're like the fucking Karate Kid here, man. Like, yeah, that's awesome.
That age 8 and 9.
That's cool. Like, shit. You were really good at
And
it.
whenever it was like, actually, the like the Karate Kid actually used Kempo, right?
Yeah,
That was the same shit I was learning.
that's awesome.
And I was sitting there. I'm like, why are you moving me to adults again? He's like, you're too strong. You're too advanced. I can't like put these kids and the parents into like a sparring match with you if I already know that there's a chance that they can get hurt on accident. I'm like, okay, I can see that. I agree. I don't exactly want to hurt anybody either, so I agree. And after that, we did a week of adults, and there was this big kid, like had to weigh more, at least more than 200 and something pounds.
Ooh,
Like this
big
really big
boy.
kid. Yeah, and considering I only weighed about 80 pounds, that's a big dude. I'm like, ah, shit. I'm gonna get my ass kicked, and I'm gonna feel it. It's gonna hurt. And no, I blocked every single shot he took, and I took one square hit to the chest every time. And I won that sparring match. I'm like, fuck yeah. And then I had to fight a girl the next time. I'm like, man, I don't want to hit a girl. She whooped my ass. Even if I tried to defend myself, she still would have kicked my ass. She was quicker than shit.
Yeah, I mean, like,
That
when it comes to
just
that
tells.
stuff, right, you can't say anything about, like, who the person is, right? Because, yeah, like, big, small, doesn't matter what size they are. Like, I mean,
Yeah, no
karate
matter.
is, yeah, like, karate is, like, all, like, about, outsmarting the opponent.
Yep. That's why judo is so popular because it's literally using your brain to figure out how to.
So unfortunately, at this point, my controller ended up dying. Minecraft went crazy, and I had to restart the whole program in order for my audio and controller to work. So where we're continuing now is when Minecraft was turned back on again. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of the show. Technical difficulty. My battery on my controller is dying, so I switched controllers. And apparently that caused chaos. So thanks Xbox.
Technical
My
difficulties.
Fundead, if if you couldn't hear him earlier, he was just saying, if you're more than welcome to, if you'd like to in the chat to shout out any questions you might have or any opinions that you might want to touch base on of anything we've talked about. Yeah, always down for that. Um, I was gonna say earlier was like for the wrestling thing. For me, it's like all like sentimental like value, like just the memories behind so many different matches and watching that with like my grandparents and my mom. Like the sport itself, I would never want to do, but it was just like the drama, like like the dialogue all the characters had, their personalities and stuff. Like that's what made wrestling so interesting to me.
Wait, hold on. Are you talking about like WWE wrestling or like Greco-Roman wrestling?
Like WCW, yeah, WWF, like that was
Okay,
my
okay.
timeline that I grew up. ECW was around then too.
Yep.
It was a damn good story, like I still fucking remember when Stone Cold fucking threw the was it continental belt over the bridge, right? And the fucking Rock comes down, kills him, and bullshit like that. Like I fucking love that.
right? So I actually did Greco-Roman wrestling whenever I was in high school.
Oh really?
I did, and like I said, it was the violent sports I wanted to do. I was there for the violence, and it actually that's what caused me to realize my strength, like again in high school. And I'm just like, I can't do a single sport anymore now that I think about it because I don't like hurting people. Like I folded
It's
this
pretty
kid in
cool though.
half. Like I made his face touch the mat.
That's what I mean, like that's the cool part about all those sports in your life. Like obviously they helped really shape. I mean, there's lots of things I'm sure that did, right? But at least you had an outlet there, and I probably came at the right time in your life to have that kind of
Oh yeah,
help. I mean, that's how I feel at least about some of the things that I did as a kid.
yeah, and it taught me discipline, and it taught me like life lessons, even with like video games and stuff, or TV shows and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, fuck Dungeons and Dragons. I learned so much shit from playing that game. Like like it's funny the
Right?
way you learn like little life lessons. I'm gonna say to you, we were talking about the game show that happened though, Fundead. Was there any games that were coming out that you were excited over? Because I know you usually try out a lot of the newer games,
Not
compared to
really.
me at least.
I'm actually not too excited about any of the games coming out. Not I'm not even a big fan of like the new Zelda that's coming out. Like it's not like a big thing where it's like, oh, I gotta play that as soon as it comes out. It's more of like, oh, cool, they're getting into Zelda, and it's different.
Did you like Breath of the Wild though, like the one on the Switch?
You want my honest opinion, or do you want me to lie to you?
No, no, no. Hey, this is all about being honest. You say how you feel.
Oh, dude, no, I despised it. I absolutely thought that I was going to play the game and enjoy it and love it and bring back wonderful memories. And I play it, I'm like, I don't like it. I just don't.
What was it like you did enjoy about the game? Just like the combat, like the movement, like the open world aspect?
Everything.
Everything? Wow, okay.
Everything. Well, you also got to keep in mind that the first Zelda I have ever played was on Game Boy. And I didn't play the other games after that. So, like, the whole storyline I was lost on and everything else, I was just like, eh. I don't exactly like the 3D aspect of stuff for the retro games. Like that
I
2D,
totally
like face down kind of thing. I love that kind of stuff.
yeah. I was gonna say like I feel like that's so true with like a lot of Zelda games. Like whenever you go into them, I always have that same feeling where it's like, am I really gonna enjoy this, right? But it's almost one of those games where you literally have to like put the grind in, like again, right? Like you have to get halfway through that game, and you're like, okay, I'm invested now. I'm into the story. I want to know how this ends. But usually takes me a little bit. Um, You also had, sorry, two comments, Fun Dead. So one was from Sleepy Asian Bear. She wanted to know, do you guys like anime? Mine is a hell yeah. Grew up on anime.
Anime? Come on, bro. I'm watching One Piece.
That's right, I know.
Like,
Was there any ones that you like really enjoyed though? You want to shout out?
well,
I was
this one
mainstream.
is
It was like Naruto, Dragon Ball Z.
this one is definitely one for people that have a strong stomach. But Tokyo Ghoul and Tokyo Ghoul Re is really fucking good.
What's those ones about?
Tokyo Ghoul. So,
Yeah.
nah, I ain't gonna tell you nothing. You gotta watch it yourself, bro. I'm not
Alrighty.
ruining nothing, bro. Like as soon as I start talking about it, I'm going to ruin it. So if you have
No
a
worries, I get you, I get
strong
you.
like constitution and you can handle gore and really sick ideas about like people eating other people kind of thing, kind of like a zombie aspect of it, but not really because they
Okay.
talk and they have a brain. um, if you can stand behind that anime and watch that anime and get through it without thinking, what the fuck? Either you're really, really tired and you just need to go to bed, right? Or you gotta talk to your therapist about a few things. Because the anime is kind of fucked up.
I was gonna say, Sleepy agreed with you. Both are really good animes, and she's also watching One Piece as well.
Yeah, the
Um,
One Piece party, let's go.
like I've watched so many, like I was there for like Gundam Wing. Okay, like really really old school. Like I remember this was actually fucking on the TV, and I recorded that shit on my VHS tape because it was like, holy fuck, what the hell am I watching right now? But Blood the Last Vampire, that was such a good
Mm-hmm.
fucking anime movie. If you never got a chance to see it, um, Yu Yu Hakusho, that was another show I really got into, and Fairy Tail, I like that one a lot too. That's pretty dope. Yeah. I just, I said I watch a lot of mainstream anime.
Death Note's a really good one. Or, better yet, Berserk. The
Oh, I have to
manga
give those girls a
itself is
watch.
fucking chef's kiss. Oh, I recommend reading the manga for Berserk just because you'll like it way better. Trust me.
Okay, okay, well, I'll look that one up. I was gonna say, sorry, Cheyenne also had one for us, Fundead.
I know I
Uh,
saw that. I actually had to look up something because I'm like, is that a reality TV show? And
I
it's
mean,
not. I don't have a favorite reality TV show.
oh, what is this? Really?
Yeah.
Like your fiance's there made you watch something? Come on
No.
now.
No, like if I don't want to watch it, she watches it like on her own.
Yeah, I have many shameful ones that I've gone into. Definitely the Kardashians. Jersey Shore. I've seen that one. Oh Christ, was there Laguna Beach?
No, I
Uh,
actually it's not a lie. I don't watch reality TV shows. I don't. I in my brain I
just on trial.
I'm
I
just
do not watch these shows.
I don't, man. It's in my brain it's like this is my life. I'm going to live my life, right? That's their life. I don't want to see what they're doing.
It's just
I
sometimes
don't
it's
want to
so
watch them
cringy. It's so
step
good,
by
Monday.
step.
Like it's just, like it's just so terrible. You can't look away. Like that's the best way to describe it.
But you also got to realize that my guilty pleasure for like a TV show, I know this isn't exactly what you asked for, Cheyenne, but my guilty pleasure for like a TV show is MASH.
That's
And
pretty cool. That's an
if
awesome show.
if you've never seen it, my favorite character is Hawkeye. I love Hawkeye so much. He's such a smart ass. I
Ooh, you got one
haven't
there.
I haven't seen the movie yet. I have not seen the movie yet. But did you know that they're making a live action and it's actually going to be good because they're all training like mentally and actually trying to learn the skills that those characters actually have. Like the character that's playing Sanji, he's learning like how to kickbox and his style of fighting and everything.
That's pretty cool.
He's even learning how to cook. Dude, what? That's awesome. It makes me so happy to know that there are people out there that are trying their hardest to not tarnish like a good anime or even a good storyline by just not caring and not going through that. Oh yeah,
I know Fundead knows some crazy facts sometimes.
oh dude, I I have this little talent that I like to call the research brain, and I get into tangents to where I literally just start looking things up at a random, like, just a random time. And it usually happens right after I get out of the shower, too.
Do you?
Yeah, every time. So I'm a massive nerd. Um, what got me into the whole fantasy section of everything was
Yeah.
actually my mother. My mom's like, hey, so there's this movie coming out, and there's books about the movie. Um, but I think you'd like the movie a little more, just because I know you don't like reading that much. It's Harry Potter. I have every single Harry Potter. I have read the first and second book. I fell asleep during the third book, so I gave up. But that was the birth of little nerd me. And then I found out that my birthday is the exact same as Harry Potter's in the show. Like in the
That's
book.
so cool.
I'm like, bro, that's dope as fuck.
But you know what I mean? Like Harry Potter is a fantastic world. Like I completely understand why that would like spark that interest for you. Like it's a fucking cool world. Like, there's a
Dude,
lot of
yeah.
shit going on.
Like, I got out of the whole like sci-fi and the magical and shit like that, out of that section. And I went into like MASH and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, yeah, this is cool. And then my mother started to watch Roseanne. If you
Oh
know what that show is,
yes. Hell
I
yes.
cannot stand Roseanne whatsoever.
It is an acquired taste. I 100% agree with you. My mom hated my guts for watching that show. And I was like, this is the funniest shit I've ever seen.
Yeah, like my mother used to like watch that show episode after episode. Like she got it on like a box set kind of thing. And after she did that, I never came out of my room. I'm like, I can't sit here and listen to this. It sounds like her too much.
Like I feel like everybody has that one sitcom right there they're passionate. Like King of Queens, that's another one. I
Oh,
fucking love it. Some people are like, it's so boring. It's like, no, it's so good.
yeah, I really don't care what anybody else says. King of Queens was fucking fun.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many more, right? Than just like I know a lot of people go for Friends and Seinfeld, right? But there was so many like in betweeners that were good.
Right?
Like I don't know if you see it, but there was like Two Broke Girls. That was a good
Yep,
one.
yep. That was funny. That was fucking funny. Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. My mom had made me watch that one too. I enjoyed that one.
Like Mob, that one actually was really good. Watched that
Mm-hmm.
one with Cheyenne all the way to the end. Did you have like any you really enjoyed?
Like I said, Mash.
Mash was the main one for you? Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
Mash is fantastic. I love Mash.
Like, did you like that timeline? Like when it was like, what do you call it, Bewitched and I Dream of Jeannie? Like, do you just enjoy all those older shows, Gilligan's Island,
Oh,
or was it just Mash that really got to you?
Gilligan's Island. Oh God.
Ugh.
Oh goodness. I forgot about Gil. Oh my God.
I know, right?
Oh,
That's a
so
good
many
show.
memories just flooded back. Oh my God. It was so retarded, but so entertaining. Oh my God. I can't. Oh my goodness. I can't believe I remember some of that.
Like the acting in
Wow.
those old movies is just the best. Like
Yeah.
they just gave it their all.
That's whenever. Yeah. It's. I can't remember what method of acting it is, but it does have a name to where you like have you act like that character in and out of script.
Yeah, like it was full body language. Like their bodies told the story.
Right? They took it quite seriously. It was
Yeah, it was just like
fantastic.
reactions to things. Like it was great.
Oh, wait, hold on. There is another guilty pleasure TV show I watched. and it
Ooh.
it was a western,
Yeah.
and it's Bonanza.
Oh, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Oh my god,
that's
that
fucking good. That's a fucking good show. My mom loved that goddamn show. Like she'd
dude.
be thumbs upping right now.
Haas, right?
Oh,
Okay.
that's a good shout.
Um.
Fuck, it's like fucking watching Little House on the Prairie. Like that's so far back, Bonanza.
Yeah.
Holy.
Oh yeah, dude. Like, I used to sit there and watch it with my grandfather all the time. Um.
That was yeah. I agree. That was a total grandpa show. It
y-
was awesome.
Yeah. We'd sit there and drink hot chocolate and watch it.
Oh, that's nice.
Um. And whenever he passed, I kept thinking to myself, like, what's the best way to preserve the memory of him? And I'm just like, Bonanza. So
That's
therefore,
sweet.
I have built in calling, like in my vocabulary, telling people to hurry up, pause. I'm like, oh my god, this is so bad for my mental state, but I don't care.
Yeah, no, that's good. I like that.
But it's
Oh,
such a good show that I just that's probably one of my guilty pleasures.
yeah, I was gonna say that was one of them, and then I can't remember what Roy Rogers' show was. Was it Happy Trails? I think it was Happy Trails. I don't know. That was another Western I always watched. Like my
Mm-hmm.
grandfather was fucking huge into Westerns. Oh fuck yeah! Sorry, I'm thinking of so many different Westerns now.
Dude, yeah,
Oh
like they're
shit!
running through your head. You're like, holy shit, there's a
I know.
lot of them.
Oh, movies too. Like I've watched so many good ones.
Mm-hmm.
God damn, that's a good genre. Did you have any more good ones, Mr. Funded? I know last week you had a few.
Um. Wait. Hold on. I got a question. Does Cake Boss
Yeah.
count as a reality TV show?
Cake Boss? I would assume so. I would assume all those kind of cooking shows would.
Damn, I do have one.
They're pretty good. I know. Cheyenne gets hooked onto those too.
Dude, Cake. Okay, so Cake Boss. Dude, like, it's a TV show that follows this guy that owns his own like cakery, right? His
Yeah.
his own bakery, right? Oh, dude, I was looking on DoorDash and I saw his store on DoorDash, and I'm just sitting there. I'm like, it would take 2 days for it to get here. That's just 2 days. You could wait that long. And I'm just thinking to myself, no. You don't need to spend the money. No, you don't need it. And then at the same time, in the back of my head, I'm like, dude, you watch the fucking like reality TV show. You know how they make it, dude. Come on, just do it.
Un-
And I have to keep telling myself
Undated.
no.
The other ones I was thinking of too for you. Chopped, yeah, Chopped is another one Cheyenne really likes. Um, but what about the tattoo shows, like things like that? Funded. Those ones don't interest you? Like Inked and all that, or Ink Masters, I think it's called.
So, actually, I have a fun little thing about that. So I wanted to become a tattoo artist whenever I was in high school. Like that was my dream to become a tattoo artist. I wanted to do art on people's bodies.
You know what?
And
Honestly, it feels like a good career for you. Like just like based on personality wise, like I feel like you'd be a really good tattoo artist.
my mother crushed that dream.
Oh,
She said, "What are you going to do? You can't draw." And then I was like, "Yeah, I guess you're right. Never mind. It's a stupid dream." And
well, no,
that's where
you
that
can
ended.
draw, can't you?
That not very well. I've been out of touch in the drawing situation, but I drew a life. I drew a very realistic life art of a fox.
Nice.
Whenever I was in whenever not in high school, whenever I think junior high. So that really crushed me whenever she said that. I was like, really?
Yeah, no
Okay,
kidding.
whatever. It's fine. It's whatever. But other than that, Inked, all those other tattoo shows and everything else like that, they're fun to
Yeah.
watch.
Yeah,
It's fun
I
to see
agree.
people like snap and break down or whatever like that just because somebody says their art isn't good. Like your line work is not deep enough, and then they snap, and it's just like really, it's constructive criticism. Like it's constructive criticism. Take it with a grain of salt. Get the fuck over it. And
As
then like
I was
I
thinking
would
too, you
sit
know.
there. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say I'm surprised we both forgot them, Fundead. Unless you didn't see them. But the Osbournes and Family Jewels, because those ones would count too.
No, I don't. Mm-mm. I don't think so.
You never seen those ones? Wow. The
Mm-mm.
Osbournes is pretty funny.
No, I was pretty reclusive with those kinds of shows just because I didn't want to get hooked on them and be like coming home every night and having to watch them just because I get hooked on them whenever I have no
That's
way of
true.
watching them.
That's true.
Wait. No, I watched the Osbournes. That's not a guilty pleasure. I actually didn't like that one. Just because it was like,
Sharon.
eh, okay, and
No, I get you. I mean, Ozzy was like just the funny part of that show to watch. I always enjoyed his little
yeah,
antics.
yep,
I was watching them a little bit more the last week because you made a comment on the last stream, and I don't think you really got a chance to like elaborate, like talk about like what your creative side was thinking with it. But you said you wanted to be more like a little bit like Good Mythical Morning, or like eventually get to that level, right? So
yeah.
what do you picture like when you say that? Like what do you view us doing? I was kind of curious, and I was watching them. I was like, he's a crazy dude, but I kind of like this idea.
um, I think it'd be a really fun idea to just try to talk about topics, and then afterwards we have like a little conversation with like chat and everything else like that, like we are, and like with the guests and everything, and getting to the point where closer to the end, we just try like either like a random game or something like that, or just look at clips of a TV show, like funny clips or cringy clips of like acting that got really bad and that got taken out or something like that. I think that'd be really fun. Or just try out different things that we've never tried before. I think that'd be really cool.
I actually really like that a lot, to be honest with you. Um, I think that'd be super cool to have like a little ending like that. That is such a wicked idea. Because you know me, like I'm a big fan of like having something else to do at the end. Because I always feel like it's a little bit awkward just to end things off. You know, like okay, well,
It's
good
like,
night.
well, thank you guys. Have a good night.
Yeah, yeah. So I really like the idea. Like, so what, like when you say games, like you want to kind of do similar to what they do, where they try different foods, or like, did you have an idea what kind of game you wanted to play?
Like we could. So hold on. I think I have a metal splinter in my hand and it's pissing me off. Get out, you little bastard. Out of my skin. Thank you. Later, bitch. Maybe. Possibly. Fuck it. Stay in there. It's part of me now. Don't worry about it. If I stick to a magnet, don't worry about it. Let's go get an MRI and just see every single metal chunk in my body just get ripped out. It's fine. But the game wise, like we could try. Like, have you ever played the first Fallout? Like the top-down
Um,
Fallout.
no, I did not, unfortunately.
So that yeah, that is actually not the first Fallout. There's actually one before that. It just wasn't called Fallout.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just like Skyrim and everything else like that.
So,
Like
like,
there's
what was like
always
the same storyline, or?
same concept
Oh, okay, okay.
that they were doing, but then they changed it and then it stuck and they kept going with that idea.
That's pretty
So,
cool. I didn't know there was one before that. I'll have to look that one up.
or like play games that we used to play as a kid. That'd be cool. I would love that.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, because it was just like a really cool idea that you threw out there, and I know at the time we were talking about other things, so I just kind of wanted to hear, like, yeah, what you were thinking behind that one. I like it though. That's pretty solid.
And for food, right? I would show you like my favorite restaurant here, right? And then I would have
Okay.
to have Tim's. I would have to.
That's
Like
funny, Tim's.
every time whenever I watch TikTok, right? Because I have a lot of like Canada-based TikToks. Like there's a Yoda that's from Canada, right? And he's
Yeah.
always like talking about Tim's and shit. I'm like, dude, quit! You're making me fucking hungry for donuts.
Heading
Like,
on a Tim's run.
yeah, that. Oh my god, dude! I saw that. I'm like, I gotta send this to him. He's gonna lose his shit.
I did. It kills me.
This shit's hilarious. And I
That song
every
is still in my
time,
head.
that's great. That makes me happy. That's fantastic. But yeah, that was my idea of like trying that, or like the whole new thing for like the food wise, like trying food from like Greece, Scandinavia, that kind of thing. Even like Turkey,
Okay.
because if you've ever had a Turkish delight, you want to try the rest
Oh
of their
yeah.
shit. Like rose water Turkish delights are my absolute favorite candy.
Really?
Yes. If somebody gave me a box of rosewater flavored Turkish delights, I swear to God, I will either pay you back for them or it's dinner. Either way, it's gonna happen. Because that
Well,
shit
your
is my
Amazon wish
favorite
list.
fucking candy. Like, it's my favorite candy of all time. I love that shit. And it it allows me to limit how much I eat too, because the flavor of rosewater is so strong and how sweet they are, it actually gets to me. And I'm a sweet freak. Like I have such a sugar tooth, it's not even funny, dude.
Oh, I know, me too. I really try to slow it down, but fuck. Candy's good.
Right? Candy, right? Candy's fucking delicious. And on the tool truck for one of the tool trucks, Cornwell, I swear to fucking God, dude. Every time I go on there, I have to grab a piece of candy because he has two bags of candy just sitting there for us, and I'm just like, candy, candy.
You're
I'm
making
like
my
that,
dentist bills go up.
right? Actually, no, you don't have to pay for the candy. The candy's free, so therefore he's like, here, just have a piece. It's fine. Just take it. So I'm just like, bro, if you came here every day, you would make me so fat. Like, I would intake so much calories that it wouldn't be able to stop. I love it so much. Like, that truck, Cornwall truck, is fantastic. Mike is an amazing guy. I'm going to be making a $60 payment, this payment. And I'm going to be skipping the next two payments for this month because he allows that because he knows how hard it is for someone that's just starting out to make good money at this job and still pay for tools. So
Well, that's pretty cool.
he is a fantastic person. and he's like 80. So like he fits that old man that you would like go and just hang out with. Like he's not even blood related, but he's like a grandfather kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's kind of like that one old coworker that you like lay your life down for.
I know,
like
it's so true, right?
like nobody better fucking touch this dude, or I swear to God, I will flip shit. Yeah, he's pretty cool. Like he gave me a free beanie, dude, after I
That's
bought a
pretty
Red Bull.
nice.
Literally a $5 purchase, and he gave me a beanie that was worth $30.
It's funny, eh? In life, you could have those like oddly special relationships with people you wouldn't expect, you know?
Right? Yeah.
So
He's a
like you
cool
woke
dude.
up one day, it's like I'd be friends with an 80-year-old guy. Like no, it's just it just happens, right? Yeah, it's like it's really cool the little experiences you get out of it.
Well, it's strange because I find myself getting along with people in the older generation, like not super old, to the point where it's like, they're farting dust. Hmm. It's more of like whenever somebody is in their late 20s, early 30s, whenever I was like 18, I was getting along with them. And we would actually hang out, go play pool, smoke cigarettes, that kind of shit, just hang out.
Yeah.
And then I get into like 19, 20, and now 21, and I'm still doing the same shit. I'm friends with someone that is 55. The dude is fantastic. He is amazing. He is a project manager that make like the electric poles here in Kansas.
Okay.
He is in the fucking money. He has a lot of fucking money. And he has a wife and I think 2 or 3 kids. I think it's just 2 kids because whenever I was still working at Jiffy Lube, he had one on the way. And she was born, and as soon as he came in, I just, with how he was acting, I'm like, was she born? Can I see a picture of her? He's like, fuck yeah, you can, here. And he shows me her, and she's cute as a button.
I was gonna say, in school then I wonder if it's the same for you because I kind of feel the same way. Like I always got along with older people, just found it have an easier conversation and all that.
Yeah,
Um, in in school, did you find that like you preferred talking to the teachers more than you prefer talking to some of the students, or like maybe not a teacher, but someone in that school that worked there that was more of an adult? I don't know.
dude, no, like you hit it, like you hit the nail square on the head. Like
Yeah,
I prefer talking to the teacher, the janitorials, the principal, everything else like that. I rather did that than talk to the kids my age, even though I was that popular quiet kid. Like I had my own clique that very few people would fuck with because I was in that clique. There
well, that's
it
pretty
got to the
cool.
point it got to the point where I was in high school and a kid was getting bullied and they walked up to me and asked me to handle it, to take care of it because they thought I was scary. And I look at them, I'm like, you're getting bullied? Why didn't you go to like the teacher or the principal and shit like that? And all they could say is, well, they're not going to do anything, but I know you will. It's just like, what the fuck?
When did I become the peacemaker?
That's so. If anybody has seen my TikTok, I have a video on there that has my old nicknames from high school, and some of them are are like that. Like, oh, one of them was Black Dog.
As you say, do you want to post your TikTok if you're comfortable with people following you?
I mean, if you wanna find me, because I'm not gonna post my TikTok into the live chat, because I don't know how that will react with how active the stream will be. With like, will it stay up? Will it have issues? Stuff like that.
No, no worries.
But if you want to find me, all it is my first and last name, Michael Dunham. Now, I will put my name out there just because I don't care. Like, come and talk to me if you see me. Like, if you actually like genuinely watch our podcast or watch Mindful Stream or my stream and stuff like that, and you notice who I am from like watching my past videos or like Mindful's little clips of me. If you see me out in like nature, come say hi. I do not care. I would prefer to know that people are watching me and enjoy my stuff and what me and Mindful do than just think, eh, they're just there for a good bedtime story. Like
You're so
I want
confident.
to
Like,
I
holy
want to
shit,
make
I would be
sure
broken.
I want to make sure that people are comfortable with saying hi and making sure that they're safe to come up to me if they need to talk.
I would literally be like fucking Patrick from the SpongeBob movie when he's like, just all hearts in his eyes. It's not even fucking words. I'd be like, oh, thanks.
It's like, oh, that's nice. That's nice. I like
Yeah.
that. Where the
Oh,
hell is
shit.
that video, dude? What the fuck?
Yeah, my dude. You are one confident son of a gun. I love it.
My confidence comes from daily aggravation and being put down so much. My confidence comes from me striving to prove people wrong.
Yeah, that's awesome though. I mean, like, you have a good self will, good willpower.
Like I would love to get to the point where I can go out to like Walmart or any store and just walk past somebody and or walk into a line and have someone go, "Hey, you're that guy." Like
Yeah,
I
like
would
I said,
flip
that'd
my
be
shit.
really cool. That'd be really cool to experience.
Yeah, I would definitely flip my shit. I'd be like, "What the fuck? You watch that shit?" Like even with people reacting to some of my comments and stuff like that. I'm like, oh my gosh, you're actually like wanting to talk to me? What? That really it feels good to know that somebody is comfortable talking to somebody that is strange and weird as shit.
Oh no, I think you have an awesome personality, my dude. Like I said, I always have a nice time playing games with you, and while doing this, of course.
Well, I mean, I wasn't able to do community night because it was Halo, and I don't have Halo.
Yeah, no, that's okay. Did you
I would
have Game
love to
Pass?
have Halo. I do have Game Pass, but at the same time, I'm like trying to slow my roll on downloading games.
Oh yeah, yeah, no, no, I get you. Yeah, if you ever want though, I know it is free on Game Pass.
Yeah, I know. I looked it up. I'm like, oh hey, look, it's free. Like it's free, whatever. It won't do any harm. I'm like,
Well,
yeah, but the download.
was there a game you would like to play on next Monday? You can pick. I don't mind.
No, 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 no. I would want to go over with that with everybody.
Oh, come on now. There's gotta be one. There's gotta be one you're hankering for.
Well, it again. I play games that not a lot of people have. So I try to
Well, like,
go off like whatever everybody else has.
oh, okay. No, no. I thought you were just like like maybe like Fortnite or Destiny 2. I thought you had like a hankering for another online match.
I mean, Fortnite would be fun.
There we go.
There it is.
Oh, that was the one I played last. I was trying to think. I was like, who the hell did I play with last again? That we were doing really, really good. It was with Mom. And then we both fucking did this stupid bouncy thing that sent us far back into the storm.
I'm gonna be cheeky,
Oh,
and I'm
Kadoki.
gonna post the TikTok video link
Ooh.
in the Twitch chat.
Nice. There you
So
go.
that right
Okay.
there is the video to all the nicknames I got in high school.
Do you have like other videos on your TikTok Fundead? Like, do you have like a theme going on or?
I don't exactly have a theme going on. I just kind of upload whenever I feel like it.
Oh, okay, well, that's fair.
But
It's kind of what I
on
do with Hoover.
TikTok, on TikTok, I have 486 followers,
Nice.
and I have 3,534 likes altogether.
Wow. Way to go, my dude.
And a lot of it is just like random shit. Like it's off the fucking wall. But if you scroll down far enough, you'll find some thirst traps. And if you scroll down all the way to the bottom, you will see me whenever I was young, young. Like I was a Who from Whoville.
Christ, I have
But
so many
again,
cringy pictures from those times, from the young days.
dude, I did too. I got one really good fucking picture though. I have to post it in the Discord. In Basement Gaming, dude, it is such a fucking good picture of me.
Like
Uh,
one you found, or?
yeah, like the one I found
Oh, nice.
from like a long time ago. I'm like, what the fuck? I remember this picture. It was a long fucking time ago.
Oh, I think the
Is
ones
that
I
fair?
have.
Let me take a selfie.
No kidding, that song is good. But I think I have is like fucking me when I was emo, and then me like holding bottles of alcohol. I was like, holy shit, the hell was I thinking?
Yeah, here it is. I saved this picture to my phone. Oh, dude, that's wild. Hold on a second. I gotta test something out. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so I didn't know iPhone was able to hold, like, you're able to hold your finger down on, like, a picture of you, and it cuts around you, and you're able to use it, right? I didn't
Yeah.
realize that. I just sent that to mom. I was like, "What the fuck? That's cool as shit." And she's probably gonna see it as like, "I've already seen that picture." But
Aw.
I
Sorry, I
I
was gonna
just
say
posted the
pizza.
picture.
Okay, I'll go take a peek. I was gonna say pizza reached out. Totally didn't realize the time zone. That was what the problem was. I'm sorry,
Uh,
pizza. I literally just saw your message now. I feel so bad.
I mean, if he
Okay.
wants to hop on, unless you like are like done for the night.
Well, I'm good. Yeah, I'm getting pretty close to an hour. Yeah, I'll see what he says back though. I do feel bad about that. Okay, you posted it on the Discord. I want to take a peek at this.
And this was me whenever I was in high school.
There it is. Oh, look at this nice guy. That's a good cut.
Now, what if I told you that that nice guy actually got out of a gang situation maybe 2 months before that picture?
Really? You look like a tall dude in it, my guy. Holy moly, though. You look tall as hell.
I was only like 5'5".
That's crazy. You look so tall in that photo.
Like
That's a good angle.
I was the tiny dude, bro. I was that tiny dude that everybody was scared of. People would literally hug their lockers whenever I started walking down the halls. I'm like, I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm nice. If you ask for a hug, I'll give it to you. But
That's
like
funny
that's
though, eh?
always how I've been. Yeah, I found that
Appearance.
hilarious.
Yeah, like appearance could just really throw people off.
Yeah, like one day I went to school in a trench coat. That was a fun adventure.
Oh god, I can imagine.
Yeah, that was fantastic. Bro, everybody didn't fuck with me, bro. Nobody fucked with me. That was great. The only people that fucked with me was like my best buds. And they were like, "What? You gonna do something to the school or what? Are you sick of our shit?" He's like,
That's too funny.
"Nah, y'all ain't worth it."
Okay, yeah, it doesn't. I don't think Pizza's gonna be answering back tonight. Um, well, in that case, yeah, I have to go have some supper.
Ooh,
So I
what you gonna
think
eat?
tonight. Actually, what are we having tonight, Shane? You don't even know, eh? You cooked it. We'll just go out here.
The
Oh yeah, spicy
$1 million
chicken, homemade
question.
mac and cheese. Yeah, yeah.
Bro, you know what I had for dinner?
What's that?
7 slices of pizza.
That's awesome. That's a damn good meal.
At work. The boss bought pizza and he's like, I think I bought too much. Who wants the rest of these slices? I'm already like 3 pieces in. I
My
grabbed
dad's like,
two.
no, not enough.
I grabbed two and I'm like, I'll take them, whatever. And he's like, okay. And then he walks over and he's like, well, we got some of this nasty pizza with like all the greens and mushrooms and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
And the other person that is the co-owner of the business, he's like, I'll take one of them. So therefore, there's 2 slices left. And I'm over here thinking, fuck, nobody's gonna want that. Fuck it, I'll get it. I don't want him to waste his money and shit. I don't want him to feel bad. So I'm like, give me a slice of healthy pizza, whatever. And he's like, okay, there's only 1 slice. And I start to pick it up. There's two. I'm like, that's two. Stumbling and almost dropping the pizza. He's like, nope, that's one.
That's insane. I love those kind of slices.
No, like it was cut in half. Like there was definitely 2 pieces, but he told me
Yeah.
like, no, it's only one.
No, I mean like I've cut my pizza that way. It's like I totally get it. Like I love those kind of slices.
But he forced me to take both slices and was like, "Nah, you eating this?"
Yeah. You just fold it
And
like a taco and you go for the best.
right, my father-in-law, he's like, he's forcing you to eat. Just take it while you can.
Eat every last bit.
Yeah, right. He's like, you better fucking enjoy that pizza. But all right, well, you go enjoy your spicy chicken and macaroni and cheese.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, though, Fundead, for coming out and doing this as always. It's much appreciated. Um, yeah, do you want to aim again for 7:30 for next week?
Yeah, I think that'd be a really good time to do it.
Yeah?
Um,
Okay, so.
it's a pretty solid number to aim for, just because of next week. It's going to be a morning meeting again. Fuck my life. I thought it was going to be the evening meetings. That would be nice, but no, I'm unlucky, and morning meetings are a thing.
I feel you,
But
buddy, like I said.
I won't be as late next time, hopefully, and maybe we can start earlier. And maybe,
Yeah,
just maybe, we could play a game.
sure. Yeah, we can always try it out. I'll have to see next time. Maybe we could get, like I said, pizza on. If not, or if you have someone as well, of course, you're more than welcome to do that. I was gonna say
So,
before, I don't know if you had anyone in your community that you wanted to include as well.
so I actually have a an idea that would be actually kind of cool in my opinion.
Okay.
Um, for next week's podcast, I was thinking maybe like having as many people from uh, Basement Gaming or even from chat to like hop in, and we just do like this big podcast, because it is becoming the end of the year, and I do want to say thank you to everyone that has helped us get here and helped me like just come out of my shell a little more.
Yeah, I think having more than one guest would be kind of cool to do.
Be like
I'm
a
down for
community
that.
night kind of thing.
A community night, but on a podcast. I like it.
Exactly. Now the question
All
is, what the
right.
fuck are we gonna do?
I was gonna say I'm excited to hear what your topic is because you're hosting.
I know. I'm thinking to myself like, shit. What the fuck is it gonna be?
Go right out to Z Chick Fun Dead. You have yourself a
Ooh,
wonderful
Z-Chick's
night.
live.
She sure is. So we gotta.
I'm gonna stay on the stream.
Oh yeah.
I gotta go. I gotta go show my girl Z-Chick some support.
And as always, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you for coming back and listening to these podcasts or showing up to either one of our streams or anyone in Basement Gaming. Thank you for making this all a possibility, and I hope every single one of you has a wonderful night and a great week. And I will see you on Tuesday. Bye.